Good morning. Happy Thursday. How's everybody doing? Jill's intro should be her twerking. Get the hell out of here. Twerking to this song. Oh, Lord. Uh, I'm gonna ask him if he can make me a longer version though, like by another minute or something, because some people they don't even get the notifications right away. So it's like, then I have to sit here and babble for a little while. Babble. Babbles from Jill. Okay, let's see. Hello, Monochrome. Yes, the ukulele YouTubers. Yes. There was Colleen and there was one other person that did it. Who was that again? I can't remember. Um, Jill's sorry, not sorry store. Lisa, take it or leave it. Good morning. Good morning. Looking forward to this one. Yeah, this one is interesting, and and everybody can participate in this one, and I like that. Tinkerbell's Fairy Dust, Coke Classic. I'm drinking my Diet Coke this morning. All right. Um, and Pepsi Max for Mona. Tinkerbell says, I hate Pepsi, but you enjoy. Every morning when Tinkerbell comes in, she makes sure to make sure Tinkerbell's Fairy Dust. Make sure to say that she's Coke Classic. Okay, let's see. I didn't even know. I forgot they still made Pepsi Max. Do you know? Okay, just a little fun fact from Jill, and I'm sure you all know this, but do you know that, like, when you talk about the beverages themselves, Coke wins out over Pepsi, but as a company, Pepsi way wins out over Coke. They own Kraft Foods, which owns like everything. Like look at the back of any snack, Kraft Foods, and PepsiCo and all that. And they're in some kind of shit right now because they're using one use plastic, and it's like I don't know, they just showed a picture of course of it all coming up in the water and stuff, and they're supposed to be using like recyclable, the how it goes. But yeah. Okay. Oops, sorry guys, I got something stuck to my lip. I hate that. Okay. Let's see. No way. Look at these two. It's having an argument over it. I love it. Hi, our lady. Oh, who the hell is? What was the name? See somebody. Um, and it's in my watch later because I ran into it like a little while ago in my homepage. Sometimes, is anybody else having sometimes where their homepage is exactly the same for like days? Finally, it refreshed. Hello, Charlie Girl says, how are you? Diet Coke, thank you for the emojis. Howdy, Lolly D, how you doing? And hey, Mona, okay. Ami, good morning. Rosalind, good to see you. Good morning to you too. Hey, Freddie McDonald, how are you? Waiting for Hot Topic to open, are you? Jill's, oh God, I'm not reading that one again. To be twerking to this. I cannot believe your profile pic. You are something else. Let's just say I'm glad I'm not a bad person. Let's just say that. Because if you're a bad person and you come across Olaf, she will let it be known. Catacorn me? Oh, wait. Ami. If I'm going to drink Coke, it's going to be the hard stuff. Plain old sugar loaded Coke calories and all. You go, Ami. You go with your bad self. Love it. Hello, Catacorn Mermaid. Miss Hussey, how are you doing? So good to see you. You had everybody going crazy. Marianne Pace, how are you? Good morning. Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Okay, Miss Hussey. Oops. Hey, Belinda. Getting your coffee. I have a question for you, Belinda. Did you put I mean I could go and check after this, but I'm gonna ask you if we put your link to your store front in here yesterday, and I was wondering if you put those patches in there because somebody asked what were they, and we weren't sure if you put it there, so we put up your storefront, and then I also put it's in my picture and the link. But if you have it in your store front, I will change it. And then I got to send you a message to ask you a question after. Okay. When Coca-Cola first came out, yes, it did have that in it. It sure did. That's why it was called that. Who is who? You gave no context. Oh, see somebody? Like you have a video up. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but on the thumbnail or something, it said C, like SEA something. I don't know. One of your people, it looked like one of your people. I'm not sure, but it looked like they were eating off their pants. I don't know. I'm not sure. Why is that making me laugh so hard? Oh, look after. Hussy, trash. Oh, you must have got Belinda. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Okay, Christy Girl Adventures, good morning. And Steph. Oh, it's Steph. I know, she's such an attention-seeking whore. You have no idea. But I love her. Okay. Christy. Ooh, damn it, this stupid thing. Why do I do it from this side? Ugh. Kiwi fruit, how are ya? You're gonna be listening while you have your mac and cheese as it's lunch. Oh, okay, that's right. You're in UK. A New Zealander in UK. Oh, they are there. Okay. Okay. Hey, Steph, can you drop, or Belinda, obviously, since you're have a wrench too, can you drop your storefront again so that I can grab it again so I can easily put it in my community tab? I didn't even know Selena was a bad person. I just wanted to make fun of her for one video, and she lost her mind. Then someone told me she was a whole ass criminal. Ah, so FOIA. Yeah, I don't like what the faking of the C. I don't like that. It makes me real angry. Real angry. Good morning, okay. Hello, Queen Cat Lady. How are you? Emotional support muffin. Yes, watch it. You'll like her. She's probably your cousin. You are such a. I swear, I want to call you a bitch. Oh my god. Was I right? Are they eating off their pants? Steph said, I can't stand any of you assholes. Oh, Steph, I love you. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, here's Belinda's thing. Okay. So somebody did go and purchase and left under them because I promised to put them in my community tab. Somebody did purchase them and already this morning, and I am not an affiliate. I need to apply, so I'm going to ask Belinda to help me. But yeah, this if you Belinda does have the eye patches also in her storefront, and she's recommended them also, so they are Jill and Belinda approved. So this is her link, and let me just take that for. Oh, sorry. That's her link to her storefront if you want to check it out. Thanks, Belinda. Why in the world? Oh, there it is. Just give me 1 second. Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure I had it so I could get back to it. All right. Oh, hello, Anonymous Patriot. I'm sorry. Oh my God, Queen Cat Lady. What a wish that is, huh? Woo. Thank you so much, though, Belinda. I appreciate it. 'Cause I was just about to look it up this morning, and I forgot what I was about to look up again, and I just started watching something on TV. I had like 10 minutes left. The Negs eye patches, the ones he should use anyway. Oh yes, he needs them bad. Oh damn. And so does she. Remember she said she went to the movies to see, and I'm thinking, we know you went alone. Like, that's so pathetic and sad. I don't think ever going alone is sad, but she does everything alone, and she's in a relationship and has a family. Oh. I've done made $11. Oh, but so what? That's $11 you didn't have, Belinda. Think about it. And you just kind of came out. A lot of people don't know you have a storefront yet. Think about that. Jill speaks to herself like a pirate when she puts on her eye. I do. I used to want to be a pirate when I was a kid. I swear to God. After I went on that ride, at Disney World, they looked like they had so much fun. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, ho, ho, it's a pirate's life for me. We know you went alone. Gas money, honey. So that's when the crime wave started. Yes, that's somewhere around there. And then I let the guy go with the bacon. Even though I saw it. My peripheral saw it. Okay. Did I say hi to you, the Addict's Basement? I hope I did. Okay. By proxy, my dumbass is going on lack of sleep for a week and a half. Insomnia is one hell of a bitch. Right up there with karma. It is karma. Ooh, it's terrible. Okay. So, I decided to do a different, Belinda's storefront with her $11 so far. Honey, you're way ahead of Callie, so think of it that way. Okay, so, can't see. So, I decided to do a thing on YouTubers that we know have fallen or are falling or are going to fall, or if we think that they're coming towards their end, okay? What mistakes they made, like that. So we're going to take DC and Negs off the table because we already know why and how that all came about. But I wanted to start with Illuminati. Illuminati was a freaking powerhouse. She became her own. Yeah, like a powerhouse. Her so-called like video essays on anything did so well. Right before I came on, if you remember, she'd put out, like, let's say her video came out at 8 o'clock in the evening. And hey Doris, hey Doris, hey. And her video would come out, say, at 8 p.m. By like the morning, when you get up, there would be at least 100K on there already. That's how quick she would get her views in. And everybody watched Illuminati. Now she's having the audacity to put out content still, and it's like nowhere's near. I mean, we're talking like I would kill for 30K, but she's got like 30K over quite a bunch of hours, a lot of time. And everybody is not too many people are supporting her. Let's just say that. And there's a lot of people angry. But what she did this time is despicable. And if I had to pick one thing that's going to be her downfall, or she's in free fall right now, that's arguing with Legal Eagle started it. It brought it out. I did too, Belinda. I freaking loved her content. And that, right, it's trash. She's trash. And she copies. So Lisa says, there's a bunch of them that are in the process. And we will get to them. And I swear it's like watching some voyeuristic movie. Yeah. There's one that I am upset about that I feel is in free fall. Yeah, that's what I said, Mona. You sicko. Okay, so this is not a long little video. I was going to just say all this stuff, but it's easier to come from there. But let me just lay something down. When everybody was finally coming out and talking about her, Oz Media was 2020, okay, when she was 28, and they did date. I want you to think back to when you were 20. You weren't even legally able to drink yet. And he had a home. He owned a home, which good for him at 20, You can't stand Blair. She is so self-righteous. Oh, I know. I'm. That's how I feel now too, Anonymous Patriot. Well, she's very manipulative, and she worked things. She completely had people under her thumb. So let's just go through this short. Which one was it? Oh. No. I can't remember. Oh, okay. This one. All right. And while I'm doing this, if you guys could think of anybody, let me know.
5 months ago, I published a video titled How Illuminati Ended Her Career in 7 Seconds, where I discussed the disgusting and predatory behavior of a once respected YouTuber, Illuminati. But things have since got a whole lot worse. So bad that she's resorted to sending out legal threats and even personally censoring me. But I won't be silenced. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be dropping the content nuke on Illuminati, a million-sub YouTuber who managed to hit rock bottom and dig herself even deeper. To get a clear understanding on the recent developments in Blair's downfall, we first have to take a look at the latest targets for legal.
She has been sending out trying to silence so many people, but they're not breaking the law or TOS. So, she could take them to court for, like give them strikes and go to court. She's got the money and she's got the hate in her heart. But she is something else. And I am like, I have this I can't explain it, in my stomach or something, that I supported her so much. But I started having, I started to side eye her when she messed with Cruel World Happy Mind, Cruel World Happy Mind. That's when I started to side eye her, but I didn't pull away completely because Cruel World Happy Mind made it seem like everything was okay, but now we find out why.
Abuse her ex-boyfriend Oz Media. On the 16th of September 2023, following a cease and desist letter, Oz would upload a video titled Let's Talk, an update on Illuminati drama. A video that was intended to give viewers further context about his upcoming 3-hour-long video on Blair, as well as recording her ongoing efforts to ruin his life.
First and foremost, I need to make everyone aware, for reasons that
small ones, we like smaller ones that are in our community that you might feel that way about. Go ahead, you can, because I don't want to just do big YouTubers. I just decided to start with Illuminati because it was just happening, some of it, and what she was doing to this guy, Oz Media, was just absolutely sickening. She is trash.
that I hope this update will make clear. For my safety, I need to put a short and temporary pause on production of my video on Illuminati. The video will still, of course, be produced. I just need to put things on a lower burn and return to regular content for the time being, for many reasons. Some of them being the honest truth that I can't afford to continue at this rate, both fiscally and physically.
The first quarter of the video was spent on recounting events that led him, members of Sad Milk, and Blair to the predicament that they now found themselves in. He also explained his need to continue posting other forms of content to support himself while gathering information on Blair's past.
I've put a lot of things in my life on hold to produce this video, ending up with nearly 110 pages of a manuscript which details as much of what I can. And let me tell you something, converting this monstrosity into a video
way more
with its
than
accompanying half-thousand
anti-MLM.
screenshots has been one hell of a monumental task for me, a one-person team, to embark on. As a quick note, Blair's name is not on any of the original documents related to my home. I'm providing all of this information to give full context to the GoFundMe, as I feel it's more than deserved, as honestly, I would feel guilty as hell putting the video on pause shortly after it hit its funding goal, followed by me just continuing to upload regular content without warning.
Oz went on to present some shocking details about his relationship with Blair, and methods of manipulation that she used not just to gain control over his home.
She had control over his home, his career, his finances. He was left. She had him stuck with these payments that she knew he really couldn't afford. I mean, for God's sake, she was living in the house that oh my God. At Creep Show Art, yes. Actually, while I was looking at this stuff, I thought of Creep Show Art. I really did, yes. Creep Show Art, I have something to say on her. It's not big, it's not long, but, yeah. So, it begins with the creator who tries to silence their audience. That's never good. That's never good. Hi, No Nudes. How are you? But yeah, there's a lot of people who are toppling or ruining what they've built because either they have a big head, like the popularity, fame, the money, the whatever gave them a big head, and they are not reacting well to it. Or they were always really like that. Like, it turns out, Blair was always like this. But and creep show art, you know, but it came out. And the reason I thought of creep show art, I liked her a little bit too. Was Addict's Basement creep show art, but she was, she was whacked. She was completely whacked out. The reason I thought of Creepshow art was because I'll point it out to you. If they don't show it in this video, I'll just tell you. Okay. Has she done Rewired Soul? Laugh out loud. No.
But his entire life as well. Even though these are allegations,
Yeah, his whole
they follow
life.
Blair's tendency to take advantage of other people. And the fact Oz acknowledged that his video could end up in a courtroom leads credibility to his message. According to Oz, at the start of their relationship, Blair coerced him into taking on several poor financial decisions, like co-signing loans with her and paying a deposit for a custom multi-million-dollar home. Blair was exploiting his good credit score for her own selfish gain, and in the process ruined it, which eventually put Oz in debt.
I'm 23, almost 24. In the beginning, Blair walked me into several poor financial decisions. My naivety caused me to believe her reassurances that I could handle all of the financial obligations being dropped onto my shoulders by someone more experienced in life than I was. Why these obligations were placed onto me?
She thought that he thought she had his best interests at heart. He thought she cared for him. He didn't know any better at 20, and her a lawyer were giving him papers that were beyond his understanding, and they knew it and just had him sign. So his good credit went to very bad credit, and she was going to foreclose on his house. I'm sure a lot of you know this, by December 20th of this month. And he was fighting her foreclosure. This bitch lived in the house with him, but ran everything. She lived there, and she absolutely knew. Oh my God, she just played him so bad. All right, so he owed her money for foreclosure, and she would have a ledger. Okay, too. Well, I think he gets to that in this. They show that in this video. And that went up to like $180,000. So then he can't fathom how it got there. And then he also was fighting foreclosure from the bank. So this, talk about stress. I mean, it's a damn shame when you are successful and you should have money and you had a great credit score, and somebody takes advantage of you like that. You always have to ask yourself, well, he was only 20. God, he was only 20. She had a bad credit score because she didn't do things correctly. Now she was going to come and destroy his, doing the same shit.
At the time, Blair had bad credit, so
And he
all
was
of the purchases,
isolated.
loans, everything was being placed in my name. This included the car that she purchased, then revoked from Wonderstruck. I was
Oh
on the
my
loan as a
God.
co-signer only because of my credit at the time. Eventually, though, the financial responsibilities that I incurred would stack up on me, building a mountain of monthly debt that would lead me into several financially tight months, and eventually just breaking. This would lead me to asking Blair, my partner, for financial help. Financial help for things
I
such
know
as my
who he
home,
is,
where she
Steph.
was living in. Help from my partner, who at any given time would be making up to 30 times my monthly income. These amounts of assistance would be added to a ledger of debt. I want to clarify again, Blair wasn't my bank. She wasn't my landlord. She was my partner at this time.
Blair not only devastated Oz's credit score, but also sought to extend her influence over his life. She wanted to have complete control over Oz, and the debt she created was only one part of her cruel plan. Blair isolated Oz by spreading gossip about his unfortunate financial situation with everyone they knew,
That
and
she
even
put him
convinced him
in.
to be grateful for the quote assistance he received from her. Once Oz's debt to Blair had grown to almost $180,000, he decided to start working for both her main channel and crypto farm in order to have any hope of repaying the loan. This led Oz to abandon his own channel in service of Blair's, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough.
I avoided telling anyone who could have helped,
He's still
who could have
even
helped me see what
around?
was happening out of fear of further confirmation, more eyes looking down on me. Something to note, when you're around Blair, your world revolves around her. In my case, my home was hers, despite her name not being on it. I had no friends out in Colorado, a state that I moved to at the behest of Blair.
Jesus.
Only Blair's friends were out here. All of my connections had to be approved by her. I wasn't allowed to be friends with people she didn't like, such as Click and One Topic, or even Wonder, once that bridge was burned and reduced to cinders. I was even in a position where my finances were nearly entirely controlled by her, from what...
That's scary. The isolation. Now, I want you to take this and flip it. Make it the male who was older, the female that was younger, and the mental of what I would call abuse. Make it like, different, like that, flip it around. And it would be an outrage. It would be looked upon differently. I feel terrible, for the isolation in another state is like with you don't know anybody and only her friends are out there. And I believe the reason why she didn't want him to be friends with, what was it, Click and, I forget right this second. But those other two, what, was it Wonderstruck? I can't remember what he said. But if he couldn't be friends with them, it was probably because she didn't want them talking. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody would have something to say, and when they would all say it, they'd all start to go, that doesn't sound right, because she told me, that kind of thing.
Debts I took on, to later being the fact that she was the person who signed my paychecks, all while my world was painted to me in a light where I should be grateful for her generosity.
By December of 2022, Blair took further advantage of Oz's predicament and convinced him to sign a document that was far from being in his best interests.
When I was 23 and Blair was nearly 31, Blair,
gosh.
with her lawyer, would create an honestly quite confusing legal document for me to sign where I would agree to pay back her debt. Blair, being the person who signed my checks, knew that I couldn't afford legal representation. Blair also knew that the $2,500 that she was having me pay monthly towards that debt was almost as much as I was making monthly working for her. This would mean that I could barely pay for anything else in my life other than the debt that I owed her. Everything I made working for her was going right back into her pocket. Blair would bring me to her lawyer's office, put me in a room alone with the two of them, with papers in front of me. Papers which I foolishly signed for a myriad of reasons, ranging from Blair expressing that this would mend our relationship, that it was the right thing for me to do, that this would also protect her legally and prevent her from getting into trouble with the IRS. She also would describe
What about
to me,
him?
and while I can't remember if this exact word was ever used, she essentially explained to me that because she used company funds to assist me, that she had committed embezzlement. And by converting the amount that I owed her into a loan with her company, this would save her skin legally.
In the 3 years that they spent together, Blair orchestrated the demise of Oz's credit history, isolated him from his support network, and got him to sign away whatever chance he had from escaping her prison of debt. Even though things seemed bleak, there's still a silver lining. Prior to uploading this video, Oz set up a GoFundMe to help pay for living expenses while he created his documentary on Blair and covered the inevitable legal fees that he would face in his battle to keep his home. As of this recording, Oz has surpassed his funding goal.
Do you know what this reminds me of? Do you ever hear those stories about, basically, it's, in a way, it's human, trafficking. They come over, like, I don't know why, but I'm going to use the UK because I don't know, I studied it, I did a thing, and it was in the UK that I was, Anyway, for example, people would come in to the country, and they'd get in, they'd come from, like, let's say Eastern Europe, and they would get in there, and now they're in a country, hi Poison, and they don't know anybody, they don't really speak the language, they are basically alone in a way, and what they do is they give them a place to live, but that comes out of their pay. They do all kinds of things, but you might get food that comes out of your pay. They take them, they'll get them or sometimes a legit job, like cleaning for like a service that will do businesses or whatever, or temp agency or something. And they'll take them all in a van. But they don't run because they don't know where to go. Plus, they don't have their, like their passports and stuff. And what happens is the living, the transportation, the food, everything gets, just like he used the word, on a ledger. And you will never be able to pay off that ledger. Yes, Ami may come to mind. Yes. That's, for some reason, when he said that, it just totally made me think. And I'm sorry, but this is terrible that he had to do a GoFundMe just to live because of her. And it was his house, and she had full control. How is he? And it was his car that she repossessed. And basically it was that she repoed from I forgot it already. I'm sorry. I'm so bad with that. But you guys know who I'm talking about, I think. But if you don't, she repoed a car from one of her own friends. She's a real sweetheart. Okay. Jesus. It's like she stepped on people's backs to get where she is.
And currently sits at $44,000 raised. Considering the details on Blair's alleged crimes that Oz intended to share, it only made sense that she would try to cripple him financially, just like what she did with Wonderstruck. Blair feels threatened by Oz, and is more than desperate to keep him quiet while she frames herself as being the victim. With Discord screenshots reading, "The worst part, honestly, is that Oz worked for me, worked with a team, and he knew that doing this would hurt my livelihood.
Yeah,
like,
it goes
you want
on
to be a
in
bit of
ours
excess
too.
man and
Yeah,
moved on and found
I
love?
know.
Fine, go to therapy. Doing this to get back at me or punishing me for leaving him? It's insane. I still cared about him. I didn't realize he was the one masterminding this. His
Oh
man is
my
doing it because he
God.
owes me almost $200,000 that he took from me. Like, goddamn. We broke up at the end of 2021-ish, and when I finally started to see someone new in January, he broke into my computer and read my Discord DMs to find messages. He found them, lost his shit, told my employees I, quote, cheated, and told them the channel is going to fall apart in a couple of months and to look for new jobs. He plotted this from the start, with a brainwashed member of the Discord server saying, wow, that's psychotic. These are leaked screenshots from Blair's private Discord server from a user by the name of FPS Diesel, and they perfectly picture Blair's need to bend the truth in order to satisfy her own ego, even if she was the one that lied, manipulated, and used someone else that she previously called a partner. As horrible as that might sound, this isn't the first time Blair abused her boyfriend, as the one that came before Oz suffered an equally terrible fate. On the 6th of June 2023, a YouTuber by the name of Swoop released a documentary that brought to light one of Blair's previous relationships that went unnoticed during recent times, but in retrospect, foreshadowed many of the patterns of abuse and manipulation that we've seen recently. According to the allegations and information from the interview that Swoop conducted, Blair and a retired YouTuber named Azothan dated for around 2 years and 6 months. While things were relatively pleasant at the start, it was only a matter of time before Blair began to show her true colors. During the relationship, Blair would, quote, take me to Vegas to confess her love, but had a backup ticket to send me home that night if I didn't reciprocate. Unquote. Once the pair had settled in together, Blair would attempt to control his life even further, as she, quote, demand I spend my time exclusively playing Dark Souls 3 with her in my free time. Any attempt to go out to parties, karaoke, or just make any social and emotional ties other than her were met with punishment, unquote. A punishment that Azothan was referring to took the form of Blair verbally abusing him, ignoring him for weeks while she went off to a party with other men she met on Snapchat, and then alluding to all the, quote, fun she had without him when they resumed contact. At some point, Blair promised to do a collab video with Azothan, since she had a much larger audience.
My
that
mouth
increase
is
his reach on
wide
YouTube.
open right
Sadly,
now.
when it was
I'm
time
sorry.
to follow through on those promises, Azothan was met with some serious pushback.
What I'm saying is that I was angry about the fact that you were the one who proposed a collaboration, and then as soon as I was ready and put all this effort into it, you just kind of shut me down. It just seemed...
So it had nothing to do with the fact that I go, oh, I'm moving, I'm busy, I'm doing every single day. The only thing you had to ask me is, when are we collabing? When are we collabing? When are we collabing? And it's like, oh, you're treating me like a fan, Blair. I'm like, well, perhaps you should have stopped acting like one.
You want to say you don't attack me, but then you straight up couldn't call me a
she
liar
was
over things that you are
a
no 100%
psycho,
true.
yes.
I'm done with it. I'm done with you.
Because God knows why, because you're bitter about a breakup because your cash cow left you. Like,
By this point, their relationship was over, but Blair's
His
abrasive
cash
attitude
cow?
towards Azothan wasn't the only contributing factor. Before they broke up, Blair had an
Oh,
obsession with
man.
taking down two particular creators that were growing faster than her and made similar Reddit-based content. From the 19th to the 23rd of April 2019,
Oh, yeah,
in two
she
now
used to
deleted
do the
videos, Azothan addressed
Reddit-based
Blair's efforts to destroy the
stuff.
reputation of a competitor named Miserybox, even using the ongoing controversy to boost her own YouTube metrics.
It's important to call out bullying, lying, doxing, and threats. Unfortunately, I'm here to tell you that Illuminati has engaged in all of these behaviors. I feel that I must state up front that for the last 2.5 years, I was involved in a romantic relationship with a YouTuber known as Illuminati. This relationship ended recently, and while none of the facts stated here are related to that association, it would be dishonest for me not to state this immediately.
He continued by explaining Blair's motivation for attacking another creator,
Well,
as well
yeah,
as her slow
'cause I'm a
descent into
thirst
obsession
bucket
that eroded
whore.
their already weakening relationship.
Hi, Lady
When confronted with the
Starfire.
harsh reality of her own actions, Blair defaulted to throw Azothan under the bus in order
Ooh.
to save her own skin.
That's not
Can I ask you a simple
filtered.
yes or no question? Were you talking ill of me to other content creators? I even said I didn't think you were. It was just,
The answer is no.
I don't understand.
But now
I
it's
dodged it.
now it might change to a yes because now I'm gonna have to protect my ass.
Another point worth noting is that during Blair's quest to tarnish
Kristen.
Miserybox's image, she took audio assets from his former Discord mods and refused to credit them. She even went as far as threatening them if they spoke out about it. If you stood in Blair's way, didn't give her what she wanted, or called her out on her borderline psychotic behavior, she would use any and every method possible to get her perverse revenge, even if it meant using past trauma against you. Quoting, Blair and I had a phone call where she told me that I was beneath her, that I was always going to be mediocre, and that she was better than that. About her calling me
Wow.
mediocre and a burden, those words were the exact ones I used 5 months before when I attempted to... From the revelations during the Sad Milk controversy to the strikingly similar allegations brought forward by two of Blair's ex-boyfriends, it seems like it doesn't matter who she has to hurt or what
No,
lies she
it
has to
doesn't.
spread, as long as
Hello,
she has something to
Gucci
gain from
gang,
it,
gamer
manipulating
girl.
and then discarding friends or colleagues once
Mimi.
they've outlived their usefulness. For a time, that strategy
Duck
worked out pretty
Kitty.
effectively for her, as she ruthlessly dominated the MLM niche and made millions in ad revenue.
Vanessa.
Tragically, what goes up must come down, and currently, Blair's Machiavellian empire has certainly come crashing down. Following the many allegations stacked against Illuminati's brand,
Mm-hmm. Look
Blair's
at her
only remaining
finger.
friend group, the Leftist Mafia, severed all ties with her on their latest podcast appearances.
You can't do this to people and then just not respond. Like, there needs to be accountability,
Clean
there
up
needs
your
to be an
room.
apology, and like, I believe in restorative justice, but in my opinion, Blair has not even started to take those steps for restorative justice. She hasn't, I genuinely
Oh, she never will. Pipe dream. The wildest thing is the rabid fans that will support people regardless of what they do. They will go to the mat for them and they think that creator gives a shit about them. I find that very true and very interesting. And Queen Cat Lady also says, that was Lisa. Queen Cat Lady says, yes, they get cult-like at times. It's weird. I saw that in a community, and I wasn't in their chat. But I, like I always used to say, I missed out on good creators that now I love. Now I'm friendly with. Where because that person didn't like them, but they have some hardcore fans, and I'm sure we'll get to that person soon today. But it's like, look, if you're in shit, oh, okay, Gucci, if you're in shit, I know right now it's paused, but yeah, I'll make sure I don't speak while it's on. I didn't think I really was, but maybe I was. Fuck, I forgot now. It's like you become people. They think like that if they get into shit, that creator's not gonna come to your back. They're not gonna have your back. Okay, not on Twitter, not on nowhere. They might not even know you exist. They might not. It depends. With certain ones, I hate to say this, but it just depends on how much you're giving them in super chats, or how much you've spoken to them from the beginning, from earlier on in their channel, whatever. But I think that is dangerous, and they get to the point some of them get to the point where they will like come after you, like just, I'm going to use the word, go ahead guys, put it in the chat. I'm just reading something. Is Isabel Blair white or a different person? Blair is Illuminati. And that's not Blair White. No. No, it's not Blair White. I don't know what her last name is, but it's Illuminati, but that's and her name is Blair. Yeah, so gaslighting, absolutely Tinkerbell's fairy dust. It's like something I've never seen. Just completely go crazy, go into people's chats. If that person, like for example, I wasn't even saying anything bad about one particular creator. All I said was that I didn't know that they were engaged. I wasn't putting this person down. I just said I didn't know that. I know where we're going with this, Chef. And good morning, Chef Maiku, Lurker. So I'm sure that we'll be hearing from you in a minute. But the thing is, it's insane to do that. It's insane. You're going into people's chats who don't like this person or who are speaking on them, and you're going crazy. For what? They don't care. They're sitting back chuckling that you're doing it. Like, look, they'll do this for me. It's just, it's feeding their ego at the end of the day, and they're not going to be there if you got into a scrap with someone.
You only don't even know if she thinks that what she did is wrong.
On the 26th of July 2023, an anti-MLM creator, I Cruel World Happy Mind, further expanded on her own unpleasant experiences with Blair in a video titled The Fall of Illuminati, YouTube's biggest bully.
I am sorry that I was ever friends with you.
Did you see Legal Eagle was accused of plagiarism by another YouTuber called Illuminati?
I can completely understand why she would be compared to Creepshow Art after this situation.
She went from seeming to be petty to seeming to be outright malicious and full-on evil.
This is a perpetual onslaught of accusations backed by convincing evidence by the people who knew her best.
She outlined Blair's slander campaign against her as she was going through a very stressful pregnancy, something that Blair was very much so aware of, attacking her at the slightest opportunity for pointing out similarities in video topics covered.
I was terrified of losing my baby. The doctors were just urging me to stay healthy and limit my stress. And then all of a sudden, I end up in one of the most stressful dramas I have ever experienced, where someone is trying to ruin my career and attack me online. And it feels like they have so much more power than I have that there is nothing I can do about it.
Cruel World Happy Mind wasn't the only anti-MLM creator that came out with allegations of Blair's misconduct and content theft.
And we had multiple group chats full of other creators, other people who weren't even creators, who were just like really into researching MLM stuff. Like, we had a lot of people behind the scenes digging up a bunch of stuff, for lack of a better term. And one of the group chats I was in was also the group chat that had like all the mods to a Facebook group that we had called Boo Is Woo. And they one day sent a message to the group chat and was like, by the way, just so you guys know, Blair/Illuminati's writer just requested to join the group. I denied them. And obviously, literally the reason why, and I think she even says it in the messages, I sent you the screenshots, but I'm pretty sure she straight up is like, after what she did to Madison, like, we don't want to help Blair. We don't want anything to do with her. Like, we've been working too hard on this.
Yeah.
At this point, I'd have been like already scripting my deep dive for a week or two, maybe. Like, I mean, just kind of organizing everything, like so much.
It's more so just knowing that she probably was not going to credit you guys, like, properly.
But that's exactly what it was.
Blair didn't stop there and copied information from Savannah's Olive Tree video a few weeks later. While all these and many more allegations were being put forward, Blair's channel had rightfully been withering away. In addition to the massive 330,000 subscribers lost, the average video on her channel only gets about 20k views. And on closer inspection, it seems like she's been deleting comments that referenced her downfall. The decline in engagement is rather ironic when you realize that Blair's channel is about to be surpassed by The Click, a creator that she once tried to destroy in every metric possible: average viewership, sub count, and channel engagement. To make matters worse,
she completely tried to take down people that were once her friends, people that she was in a group with, that she also did still was doing podcasts with on one of her other channels where she would spell the Illuminati a different way. I think it was Illuminati, T, TEA. Those are the people she was taking down. And, I look back and I remember them chuckling and laughing. And it's at the end of the day, what was really going on behind closed doors?
Worse, users on Twitter have begun informing Blair's sponsors of her misconduct. At Mint Mobile, you need to drop Illuminati from your sponsors list. She has done things that aren't becoming of your brand, and you shouldn't want her to represent you. As well as another screenshot showing someone reaching out to ExpressVPN, who they themselves stated that they wouldn't be working with her anymore. In the past, almost all of Blair's videos had included at least one sponsorship, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Only a select few of her recent uploads feature a sponsor, and the rest include Blair promoting her
That's
Patreon
where the money's at.
Speaking of Patreon, Blair has steadily been losing paid subscribers since the controversy began back in April. Money was always something that Blair would do anything to get, and now it seems like she's losing it by the truckload. Her viewership has plummeted to record lows, sponsors are dropping her, and now she's bleeding Patreon members on a daily basis. Blair built her pyramid-shaped empire on the backs of her closest friends and fellow creators, while also harshly censoring them when they tried to speak up. She weaponized her influence and subscriber base to bully others into getting whatever her heart desired, and felt no remorse for doing so. It was this exact lack of remorse and overinflated ego that led her to pick a fight with Legal Eagle, which ended up giving her past victims the courage to speak out. It started with The Click, then Wonderstruck, all the way to Oz Media, creators that she stole from like Cruel World Happy Mind and Savannah Marie made their voices heard. All it took was Blair making one impulsive tweet that pulled back the curtains on a dark past. Abusing her power was Blair's blueprint for getting ahead on YouTube, but it was also...
Okay, so for her, it started with a tweet. Everything else she had been doing was behind a curtain, and the reason why I thought about hello Judy Booty. You're jogging back from the beach. Awesome. Great morning. So oops. Okay. The reason I thought about Creepshow art when thinking about her was because she pulled the same kind of shit. She went on some site, I'm not sure, I think it might have been Reddit, okay? And she did one of those with two sock accounts talking to each other about about her, kind of like Creepshow Art did. It's absolutely insane. I mean, it kills me because some people work so hard, and she got to where she had gotten, and she's a disgusting person, and she messed with so many people on the way, So, okay, and so you guys, let me see what's being said up there. You guys have anyone else to mention? What was this? You made the list? What list? My own list, Tinkerbell's Fairy Dust. When anyone blocks any sign of dissension, it's a problem. Yeah, it absolutely is. And, to try to talk about not just some of these big ones, yeah, I started out with a bigger one, but I want to talk about, ones that are not so huge, but like I said, DC and Negs off the table. We already know what brought them down, Well, one was never up, but, whatever. Let's see. Okay, Chef Mike Q, what are you saying here? My situation happened before I came here. Let's say after a year of leaving, my name was still in his mouth. The block button does wonders. Did that person topple? Or are they on the way down? Creep show. Oh, look at that. Oh, Clara. Have I? I took you off the table, Clara. But apparently you have nothing else to do but be up at this early listening to someone you don't even like. Fabulous. Fabulous. Thank you, Our Lady. It wasn't... Okay. Let me see who it really maybe was. Let's see. Fuck it, who cares? Yeah, too many emojis also. Too many emojis. And thank you. And I think that's so funny, Our Lady. Oh God, what's that creator's name? The one that did the Diet Coke and also did the blocking, being all paranoid and blocking and asking, Olaf, can you go check and see? Oh my God, that is me. Creepshow is far more interesting, even her downfall. Yes, now Creepshow art, in my opinion, oops, wait, gotta move down. Okay. They're a troll and funny as they put me on the list. Fabulous. And my dumbass is like, Clara, nah, 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 nah. How easy am I? How easy am I to get all crazy? And oh God, it's a troll, Clara. Well, yeah, if I would have looked at it, I probably would have figured it out. Maybe, you know, if she used a picture that was not from 1979, it'd be a little better. The downfall is always interesting. The fall from power. Yes. Okay, yeah, I agree, Our Lady. Creepshow art. Now, and this is my opinion on Creepshow art. Creepshow art made a channel just to stalk Emily. Just to stalk her. She was... Marion Bays, right. She just wanted to stalk Emily, and I don't think she expected her channel to succeed, to go anywhere. It was just a channel so that she could name some of her stuff at, like copy her and then, you know, send her, you know, contact her as somebody else and say, hey, there's this creator doing, you know, the same thing. Sketchbook story time, whatever the hell it was. Hi, Spooky Muse. So, yeah, go ahead. You can unblock them. So, anyway, I don't think she expected it to succeed, and it did. And she was like totally blessed, you know? Oh, Chef Maiku, you got to go back and watch some videos. Like, go to, you know what? Go to Swoop. Go to Swoop's channel and go back and watch her stuff on Creepshow Art. That'll tell you the story. Hey, oh, Gregory Schmeggery, thank you so very much. Gregory Schmeggery gifted 5 memberships, let's say. Dove Kitty, Chef Maiku, Judy Booty, Tinkerbell's Fairy Dust, and Marianne Bays. All right. Here it goes. You guys get a woo woo. I mean, Gregory Schmeggery gets a woo 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 woo. My demented bird sound. Woo woo. Okay, enough of that. Thank you so much, Gregory. I really appreciate it. Thanks for your support. And yay, Dove Kitty and Chef Maiku, and I forgot who was on the list. Terrible. It's a choo-choo train, Jill. Oh, and Gregory Schmeggery is a new member. Oh, woo 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 woo. Oh my God, that's a terrible sound. Thank you so much for your support, Gregory Schmeggery, and welcome to the Gillettes. FYI, this weekend, they'll, if I could fit it, make sure, because like last weekend, I didn't know certain people were streaming early that usually don't, and it was a mess. But this weekend I'll do my best to see when I could fit it in, to do a regular member stream, and then there should be a beauty member stream this weekend. So there we go. Thank you, Gregory, so much. Okay, Tinkerbell says, wait, hold your horses. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, wait, wasn't Creepshow Art busted more for trolling herself and making up her whole path? Oh, yes, and also saying very nasty things about people that were supposed to be her friends. And then on the other side, she had been stalking Emily Artful, and she just a whole bunch of stuff came out, and she was so far from what people thought she was and the persona that she put out that it was over for her. And what amazes me is that her little comeback, she didn't even defend herself. Instead, she made it more obvious that she stalks Emily, because she was going on about things Emily did online when she was 11, when she was 13. Oh my God, it was so weird and cringy. Okay, thanks. What does everyone think of the direction FFG's channel has taken? Okay, hold on. Damn it. Oh, Dove Kitty, you didn't want one? Aww. How insulting. Okay, I like Tinkerbell's Fairy Dust says, hi Jag Girl. I like FFG, so I have no thoughts really. I do like FFG too, but hold on. Anything for you, Jill. Thank you, Gregory. A channel downfall on the smaller side that is an interesting situation is Diane's channel, and I hear she's trying to return full villain. I need to hear about that. Hold on, I'm just going down the list. Thanks for the gift. Woo woo. That's from Tinkerbell's Fairy Dust. I think, okay, this is Lisa. I think FFG has a good heart, but at the same time, I have thoughts. Dove Kitty said thanks for the gift. All right. Yeah, her husband was Emily's ex, and yeah. and when she came back to make her little comeback, instead she also like went after, oh God, what's his name, Tipster, for daring to ask a simple, very simple, it was not harassing at all, question in Shannon's Creepshow Arts husband's channel. You know, he found the new name, the new channel name. Oh, that was a mess. Who said Emily D. Baker? No, Emily Artful. Emily, someone in the art commentary community. Yes, please hit the like button, guys. I'd appreciate it. It helps me a lot. Okay, whoa. Yes, Without a Crystal Ball is very creepy. Thank you, Hollow, and good morning. Oh, I get you, Dove Kitty. I get you. You feel like you... Well, you know what it is? You are an active member, and I think a lot of times it does gift active members them. I noticed that. But once in a while, I'll be like, who's that? Like, it must be like somebody who just lurks, you know? And that's fine, because I was a lurker on channels forever, especially if they're a bigger channel. I don't feel like, you know, let's see. Jill, look up Tove Lo. Is that it? Tove Lo? You look very similar. Oh no, it's not like when I was called an elf, is it? Was anyone watching, wait, hold on. Laughing my ass off when I heard about Without a Crystal Ball diaper. Oh no, Jesus, I had to put that up. I'm going to read it. Laughing my ass off. Of course, this is from Olap, guys. Those who are just listening. Oh, wait. I love FFG and think her channel is great. That's from our hooker. Yes, our Suzanne, the Swedish Yanni hooker. Yes, it is. I will... I'll let you guys know in a second what I think. Okay, laughing my ass off when I heard about Without a Crystal Ball's diaper showing. I was busting into all the anti-Without a Crystal Ball chats asking about the streaming diaper. You know, I wanted to cover her. I covered her a little bit at the very beginning of my channel, and it's hard to cover her. It's so hard to figure out what the hell is going on. Because to cover her, you not only have to cover her, but you have to know the story of whatever she's doing, and she is a nightmare. She talks to her chat like shit. She talks to her mods like shit. I can't imagine, like, if one of my mods put a thing in here, a link. I prefer that if it's their own, fine. But I do prefer sometimes, like, if you're putting somebody else's link in, that you ask me first. And usually they always do. I mean, I've never really had a problem. I'm not going to go apeshit. If they even talk about another channel, and not just her mods, her regular chat, she like goes berserk. She's whacked. I can't believe she has a channel. It's no shock to me that she's been sued, you know? Oh God, like a cockroach, Lisa. He survives like a cockroach, James Charles. Fun fact, I was one of WA's Without a Crystal Ball's first, 700 subs. I quit watching her when she got into Toddy lawsuit. Oh, Jesus, I bet. Okay. Been sued is an understatement. My thoughts on FFG is, well, FFG was the one catalyst that kind of brought me into the community. You guys know I'm ill, and I, was having an issue that, so I was like bedridden for like 2 weeks. I found one channel, and from there they mentioned her because of Foodie and the doxing of her phone number or something. And so I went and found her, and I adored her. I thought she was hilarious. I thought she was just so funny. I think that over time, sometimes she gets, like, look, I don't do the Twitter thing, but I have seen some of the stuff that played out over there. I know she's going through a lot. I know that it was like kind of like the biggest thing going on Twitter, the way she was, quote unquote, allegedly behaving. I don't know. She's very brass. She always has been that way. But I just think that she needs to take it down a little bit of a notch. Now, on her channel, the only thing that I have a problem with is there was like one certain thing that she would keep saying that kind of irked me, but not to the point of, like, oh my God, how can I watch this? Like, not like that. It was just something that I found not to be so. And I think it's because she doesn't understand it, because she doesn't have to deal with it. You know what I mean? So she doesn't know. But that's about it. Her channel itself is doing good. The only problem for anybody doing Foodie Beauty, though, is that Foodie is so boring. Like, oh my God. So I admit that she makes it bearable, but that's, I don't know how to express my thoughts on her. I really don't. Okay, Ami. So that's about that. Oh shit, missing all new comments. It's super interesting to watching progression of channels and creators. Yeah, it is. Oh, Anonymous Patriot. The best drama ever is beauty community drama. Oh, shit. Yes. Even if you're right, even if you don't wear makeup, that is the best. Oh my God. Oh wait, when it comes to FFG, she just needs to be careful and not go full Jeremy's mom. Oh my God, hold on. You're so funny. Yeah, I'm hoping that when, I feel terrible about, her losing of her mother. I really do. I mean, my heart goes out to her for that. Absolutely. And I think she took a lot of hits this year. And also, remember, sometimes people's heads can get big also, and there's a lot of people that go ride or die for her. And that could make people a little strange. And like, I used to be like that, and that's who it was that I missed out on other creators because, Holy mother, are you serious? Foodie admitted she weighs 535 pounds. Hollow, you're right. You're right on time. I need sips. Oh, the Trisha Paytas, Lisa, freakouts on the kitchen floor. Yes, those were great. Now, I'm going to tell you. Who? Whoa. Who's a troll? Foodie is. You mean this person's Sunny Sunshine? Hi, Jojo B. Hey, KW. Oh, her last video was a troll. I didn't watch it. So how is Foodie trolling me? Tell me, guys. I want to know. Who, Jojo B, when you say she was just trolling, when she said 535 pounds? Is that what you mean? Well, I expect some, but... Shifaiku! And Our Lady, what are these? They look like little sperm emojis. No, Foodie's video claiming she's... Okay, got you. That's what it is. Okay. The way you guys were saying I thought there was somebody in here trolling. Okay. Jill, stop playing Space Invaders while you talk to us. We can hear you clicking the mouse. Sometimes I can hear people doing that too. I have the microphone like far away and low. Hollow, I don't know. I don't know. They look strange. They look like emoji sperm, like the little emoji people, the smiley face. It looked like their mating sperm. You know what? How about we just pretend I didn't say that? That whole video confession she did was Foodie trolling her audience. Oh yeah, because she needs the views and the money. And you want to be, I'll be honest, I think she loves the thought of being so-called famous, as she likes to think of herself. But I don't think that she is, how do you say, like... I don't think that she really enjoys doing this anymore. Especially, I also can't believe that now she's got to do MLM tea, selling tea. That, like, what in the hell? She's just, she's boring. And I've always thought it was a very bad idea to base your channel on one person. Like, I got stuck basing it on one person, and I started a while back trying to, make it, add in other stuff, do other things, because my whole thing was to just do stories from that are either anywhere on YouTube, even on TikTok, if there's a way to tell it, there's, anything, Reddit, whatever. And that's what I planned on doing. And you get stuck because that's what people want to see you do. I noticed the difference in the numbers of people that show up for when I do something else, and or when I do that. You know what I know. I know when I say stories, like I try to change it up a little bit. I don't want to stay stories from the internet, but you know, I want to take things that are on the internet and do a video on them. There we go. You too, Hollow, and thanks for the Diet Cokes. The MLM thing with her is, how did that even happen? How did she end up in that situation? I think, in my opinion, I can't believe I'm talking about Foodie, but in my opinion, she made a very bad decision going to Kuwait. I do. Picture, oh yeah, Doug Kitty and stuff. Liars. So do I, Our Lady. I forget that's the name of his channel. Right, very, very creative. Just please no... Oh, no, that's my rule, Christy Claude. Didn't you know that? Yeah, no, I don't do religion and I do not do politics. As soon as, even when I am reacting to somebody and they start talking about anything with like the war in the Middle East or politics here or just anything religious, I cut out or I fast forward, because no, we're not putting that here. This is morning time. People are getting, well, or wherever you are. If you're here, hi little boots, how are you? If you're here, this is in the morning in the US or whatever, and you're getting ready to go to work, you're at the gym, you're wherever. This is like just either interesting or stories or just have a laugh. You know what I mean? No, we don't go that route. Who's we? I have a mouse in my pocket. I don't believe she has diabetes. It would be very easy to fake everything. It was a setup for this arc. Oh, KW, I have to disagree, because I really think with her weight, she's got to have diabetes. Absolutely. And I also think that there are times that she's been bitchy, and not all the time, but I think about it, the things that she eats, her sugar must be so freaking high. And sometimes I think some of her bitching and rages have been because of her sugar is too high, way too high, I definitely think she has it. And I think she wasn't taking care of it, and now it's making her sick. Exactly, little boots, we're here for fun. Would you... Doug... Oh, okay, KW. Yeah, she does use health when she needs views, though. You're right about that. If anything, her saying is the most honest. She used to, remember, she cured it, guys. Remember, she cured her diabetes. What are you talking about? She cured it. Okay. Now, you can put it in remission, but not at her weight and at her, not doing the exercise. You can fake your blood sugar, but you can't fake that A1C level. No, you can't. Mm-mm. Yes, Christy Claw, absolutely. Yeah. So, yeah, I see. Okay, so when you were talking to Elisa about Trisha Paytas, I think that's the arc that I found her in. I didn't know her before that. Do you know that Trisha Paytas has done like everything? She did everything. She's been in Corn. She's been, she's a speed reader. She went on Ellen for speed reading. She's done so much I can't even, she's done way more than any YouTuber. It's almost amazing. And I think she's far from stupid like she tries to come across. Far from it. She's actually... I know she was reading off a piece of paper, Mona. That's all I know. I saw that on Repsion. On Repsion's channel. She was doing that. He showed that. Not with her behavior, you can't. Suzanne! One thing FB is so wrong. Let me put that up. Oh, wait. Sorry about that. So wrong about is that she thinks people dislike her because of her size. No, people actually hate her because she's a nasty and evil person. Right. So, do you remember when she came back from Cuba? When she came back from Cuba, she took off her pants and she admitted that, she did something in her pants, okay? But she puts her pants on that kitchen island in the villa. At the same time, Pete's is filming in the living room, but it's facing the kitchen, so you can see her. Well, there was I did a tweet, and it was a still picture of her. The villa was a pigsty, an absolute pigsty. And there she was with her pants up on the, oh God, where people eat. Well, she does, And she is just standing there. And her shirt is like a toddler, like a little chubby toddler, where the shirt doesn't go down all the way. It was just a sight, to see the whole thing. Well, I put that up, and I really didn't say anything. Now, I definitely did not say a word that had to do with body shaming. I'm not sure I said much. And the next thing... Poo-poo's in the kitchen. Literally. You've been with her since the beginning. Damn, Lisa. She's been on the internet forever. Anyway, I didn't even know who she was till like 2017, maybe. I'm not sure. 2016. So... anyway, I put that up on Twitter, and the next thing I know, I didn't go on Twitter a lot, so somebody saw a comment by me, and they they typed a comment under my comment and said, are you the one that Foodie was going off on Twitter? So I go and look. You know what she did? She sends me, she tweets back some shit about my eyes. And what is wrong? Are my eyes like weird or something? I don't know. But she says something about them. And how dare you body shame me when your eyes are too far apart. Oh, God. And, then automatically she'll block so that you can't get back. You can't say anything back. Coward move. Yep, she actually did. That's right, Dove Kitty. And so there, my God, there were so many threads. Like hundreds of people jumped into this. I couldn't believe it. And they were all like telling her off and saying nobody. body shamed you, and some people were a little cruel. They were like, at least her dad didn't leave her. I mean, it was just like, whoa, Jesus. But you know what? The fact that she went nuts over that, but here's the thing. I didn't body shame her. So, but when she looked at that picture, she body shamed herself. Do you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Susan, the Swedish Yanni hooker. She walked in underwear and t-shirt. That's right, Jack girl, she sure did. And I didn't body shame her. So where did she get that idea? She loved displaying herself. Oh, God, there's that clip where she's running back in the village. She's in her bedroom, and she's got a towel just covering her front and running with her big, fat, bare ass running to the bathroom or wherever. And I'm thinking to myself, how does she still have a channel? Like, in all seriousness here, we're talking about people whose channels are being toppled and all that. How does she still have a channel? She showed her I don't get it. And, if she never got her channel back, and we were sitting here talking about people who lost their channel or are toppling or toppled, right? I would have to say that hers is because she doesn't listen. She thinks she's always right, and she's going to do what she's going to do. Oh, fuck it. And so she did that Omegle live. That is not something to do live, okay? No. Because, first of all, you're putting people on video in a stream without their permission. Second of all, if they know you're on Omegle, your haters can go on Omegle and they can wait until they were people that liked her, people who hated her. They were all waiting to run and get, with her. And somebody did, and somebody did something. It's like she doesn't think, What's this? What is she talking about? Wow, Gucci. Oh, okay, I'm staying. Right, Christy. I told her it wasn't a good look, and she told me she just didn't want the drama, but she didn't support him. A few months later, she used his content, and she said she got permission. Who are you speaking on? Wait, let me find Christy and see what Christy said. Oh, Kaya would never say anything. Oh, against Monty. Even when he got exposed. I was wondering. Oh yeah, she runs with a really great crowd. She attracts herself to some good people. Jesus Christ. I was wondering if she was part of his harem, and until we found out her story. Oh God. I went on Omegle because Negs wasn't giving me hockey breast attention. No one on Omegle oh my God. No one on Omegle wanted me either. I'm going to sniff the pleasant aroma of Buck's urine. What did this stream turn into? It's like a free-for-all. Oh, dear Lord. Her fupa hangs low. Got to be past her knees by now. Do you remember she was wearing the hijab with the flowers on it? And it literally... It kind of took me back because I'm so used to, her non-colors. And Mona. And and somebody, like we were saying also, you know how like she always goes for these drab colors? She looks more like she is dressing a head wound, like she's in the hospital in an accident or something. I see these women and these girls here, like that live, I don't know, a few floors below me or something, and they look lovely. You know, they look lovely. And they, you know, have theirs on, and they look lovely. And so I would love to see another glow up. And why are they still riding around with the plastic still on the seats? How do I know all this stuff? Oh my God. Are we sure that's not Mona. Now that's a good conversation. How did she get her channel back, and how does she always avoid having it taken down? You know, I can't figure it out. I really can't. Now, I'm pretty sure that the Foodie Beauty reaction channels, they don't want her to lose her channel. But I know that they want her to, you know, get a little bit more exciting, because I mean it's gotten so bad that some people are saying that even through their favorite reactors they just can't do it. It's so boring. Oh my God, Christy Claw. And here's a funny thing, okay, about getting her channel taken down. Like I just said, she did that running thing, okay? And she was completely naked. All she did was cover her front with a folded in half towel, okay? So when I am done with my stream, okay, and I go in and I put no, not for kid, you know, all that stuff. When I do like Clara, especially, and some, usually Negs, but I think too, but definitely with Clara, I'll hit the button, like get monetized, even though like we don't make AdSense, you know, but every time I do, as soon as I hit like the save button, it turns yellow right away when I'm doing them. I want to know how she puts her stuff through and is like basically naked in it, and it just goes on. I mean, please tell me how that happens. Oh my God. I'm just gonna put this up so we don't have to look at it. Christy Claw, I used to enjoy Eiffel Towers. Oh dear God. When the Fox News correspondents were left and right. Negs can't stretch that much with his hump, so we have to stick to lazy sideways. Oh, sad emojis. Oh, I'm sorry for you. You picked the wrong man. What can I say? Oh my God. Narcissists never see themselves as having the problem. If they ever seem to admit fault, they never believe it. That's so true, Jack Girl. So, I just, you know, there's so many, there's so many YouTubers that I want to cover, like their downfall, what made them leave, but on this Illuminati one, this one pisses me off because I really did used to really like her content. I really did. There's another channel that does basically very similar content called, I think it's called Magna Media. I haven't watched it in a minute. But, ow. Sorry. She, yeah, so she threatened that Oz Media to break up with him if, and you know, he was so like under her thumb at this point that if he didn't go along with like getting all these loans and just everything on his house, and also having a multi-million-dollar custom home built. I mean, she was really going to destroy. He's probably still going to be paying off. But the good part is he did do a stream for, I think he said he was going to do it for like 16 hours. And the goal was $10,000. And he made triple the amount during the stream. So he is no longer under her thumb, and I am like really, you know, happy for him, and just disgusted with her ass. I always knew there was something not right when she did Cruel World, Happy Mind that way. Something wasn't right. Also, just a little side note, I am so pissed right. I didn't see the notification yesterday, but they were having it where you could buy Mean Girls on Amazon for $4. I was like, oh my God. And now it's like back up to 15. It was only for one day. I could never live in a desert country. I fucking hate sand. Thanks for that, Anonymous Patriot. I don't like the heat. You feel me? Well, guys, this was interesting. I would love to do one of these again, and I will find somebody else if that's something you would like to see. If there's now there's been somebody, I know of 2 people that are in this, at least 2, it might be 3, that are in this chat right now that were definitely in the chat of something else. And I know that one of them is definitely very into it. But I don't know about covering that. I will think, I don't know how others would be about it. So I'm trying to get a few topics together and make a poll and see, you know, what comes out. But I think Anonymous Patriot, you know what I'm talking about. Can we phone a friend? You could phone a friend. No. Yeah, it'll be multiple choice. All right, guys, thank you so much. And Gregory Schmeggery, thank you. Also, I will not spill it. I will not. Criminals know how to keep their mouths quiet. Look, you put up the bacon anyway. Thank you for today, Julia. I wish everyone a wonderful day. Thank you, Suzanne, the Swedish Yanni hooker. Thank you, guys. Yes, I was places doing things sometime. What? You gotta love her. What? Oh gosh. All right, guys. I will see you the next. Oh, I'll see you tomorrow if you are going. I'll be on Gigi's at 7 a.m. So come on over there. Oh dang it. Oh, sorry, unprotected legs. That was as clear as what you said. Oh, was I talking in word salad circles? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was. What, when I said about the like what the topic, that there's a couple of people in here that I know were that are into it, and I just don't know how other people would feel about it. But sorry if that was not clear. Basically, I'm going to wait until I get some more people to leave me recommendations, and when I have some more, and then I'll put up a and when, like I said, when I have some, think of some too, I will put up a poll. Is that better? Now I'm doing fine. She's driving me crazy. You had me all stressed out. Oh, forget it. All right, guys. Yeah, replay unprotected legs. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow on Gigi's channel. I think Steph might be there too. Okay. Have a great day. See you on the next one. Bye, guys.